Hey guys, Pinnacle, how you doing? I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on my insurance claim. You know, I had an accident back in July, on the 16th of July, where someone actually collided into me, they sideswiped me at a set of traffic lights just as I was pulling off the set of traffic lights. I was still within my lane, the lanes weren't merging yet, and I'd literally only just crossed over the solid white line at the traffic lights, doing about 5 to 8 miles an hour. The other driver was going a lot faster than that, did oversteer, come into my lane. I think he actually hit me on my arse, on the back of my leg, and then laid into my bike at the same time, because I did have a massive bruise on my right hip. And I don't think I got that just from falling on the floor. So I think he actually hit me with his car. Now, my injuries I sustained from that were temporarily for a week, limping, hobbling for a week. I had ankle pain, I had thumb pain, and I had hip injury. No back pain, no head injuries, and nothing like that. But I did have numbness in my hip for, almost 8 to 9 months. And I've still got it a little bit now, but I decided I just want to close the claim. So I instructed the insurance company to close the claim. Now, my insurance company picked up my bike to assess it for damage, and in the process they gave me a hire bike. It was a 5-year-old CB1000, so it's the same engine, but it's an old bike, and it wasn't nice. I didn't like it, basically. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know about the costs, because we were claiming against the other third party, and the third party was denying liability because it was a rental company. And apparently they always deny liability when it comes to claims. Anyway, after the medical, I saw a doctor, and he said 8 months is your recovery time. After 8 months, they re-reviewed it, which is why it's been dragging on for so long. And anyway, I had the review, and I said, look, let's just close the claim now. Let's just push for settlement, because my insurance is due for renewal. And I started getting myself scared because I was looking at compare the market, and the prices for renewal for my bike with this outstanding insurance was around about $2,000, and I'm not paying $2,000 insurance for my bike. Now, the problem is that if you have an ongoing claim and you apply for insurance, it goes down and it is listed as a fault claim on your behalf, because it's still open. Until it's settled, it is your fault, basically. That's what they say. So anyway, some of the numbers, let me read you some of the numbers that they were claiming for. And before I do that, I just want to start by saying that this well-known insurance company, use another well-known insurance company that is salvaging bikes. They sell them on eBay under a different name, but I won't go into the details. I'm not going to say any information about it. If you want to know, I'll tell you separately, but I'm not going to announce it publicly. Anyway, here's how the insurance companies make their money. So first of all, the insurers that were going to be looking after my injury and my damage outside of the bike, like my clothes, my helmet, my boots, whatever got damaged, right? I was only claiming for my boots that were scuffed up, and I had a scuff on my visor. Lucky enough, my helmet did not get damaged, but my comms got damaged as well. They took a bit of a bashing and they actually snapped. Still kind of work, but they're not very secure on the helmet. So I was claiming for boots, helmet visor, and that's the XO 1400 visor, and I was also claiming for comms unit as well. So I think the total there came to about £400 that they were going to claim for me there. And then my injuries, they worked out that it would be around about £4,500, right? So say £5,000 they were going to claim overall. I also needed 850 excess recovered from them, because I had to pay that because I wanted to get my bike back, on the road. And I did that after, I think it was 60 to 90 days. 90 days actually, 90 days storage they charged me for my bike. Now, so my total amount was about £6,000, The clause is that it's a no-win, no fee, But if they win, they take 25% of the money that they claim back, So they take 25% of my £6,000. And if you work that out, I'm left with $4,500 overall if we win and we get 100% full. Here's the interesting thing. I'm going to read you through some figures, what they were claiming back on behalf of the insurer. Not on my behalf, but in behalf of the insurer. 90 days of storage, recovery of the bike as well. So that means collecting the bike and then storing my bike. They were charging me for 90 days that I had my bike, £2,870 plus VAT, which comes in at a total of $3,444. Yeah, that's quite a lot for storage of a bike, I think, because I'm pretty sure they just put it in a shed somewhere. Anyway, this is the interesting bit. The bike hire for that crappy CB1000, and let me tell you this, when they took my bike, they dropped off the CB1000 on the same day. When they dropped my bike back, they did not collect the CB1000. They said someone else would be coming and collect that, and it took them another 2 weeks to come and collect it. So they charged me 122 days hire of the CB1000 crappy bike at £176.66 per day. Now, on top of that, so 122 days at that rate equals £21,552. Then on top of that, 122 days of damage excess waiver at £8,540. Then collection and delivery of that hire bike, £249. Then an administration fee, God knows what that's for, £37. So that's a total of £30,378.52 plus the VAT of £6,075, which brings a total of £36,454 for 122 days rental of a crappy CB1000 5-year-old rusty falling to pieces bike. How did they get away with this? Anyway, they asked me to sign that, and I said, listen, I'm not signing this. This is preposterous. This is ridiculous that the total claim against my, under my name that I'm signing here is 45 grand, where I get 4.5 of that. I mean, I know you have to claim back, but this is preposterous. Anyway, they eventually talked them down and said, okay, we'll half the hire costs. We'll bring it down to 15 grand. And okay, I said, okay, fine, I'll sign it. Let's just close the claim because my insurance is due for renewal. We signed it. Within 2 days, the third party accepted 100% liability, paid it off in full, and we're done. So I've now completed and closed the insurance claim of the accident I had in July 2023.
Nice.
I get hardly anything for my troubles, and the company that does the bike hire get enough to buy another 3 or 4 bikes, brand new. It's I just don't understand how the insurance companies can validate this. They are just scum. But yeah, just wanted to highlight that for you guys, that if you don't need a hire bike, don't accept one, because that's where they make their money. They will rip the shit out of you just to make their money, and any added money on that claim will just accelerate, and you'd probably end up in court. I mean, mine was a clear case of this definitely wasn't my fault. But if there's any doubt and it's like 50-50 or maybe a little bit your fault, you might go to court. And if you go to court and the bill is like 40 grand and you're only seeing 5 grand of that, it's really not worth your effort, your time and all your stress and everything like that. On top of the injuries you sustained, etc. Having to rebuy your equipment. Getting over the trauma of having a bike accident as well is quite hard. I didn't really care about it. I didn't think I cared about it. I couldn't sleep for a while. I couldn't sleep properly. I was waking up in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep properly for about a month. It's kind of weird the way it works, because I've always been one of these sort of people that thinking, yeah, just get over it. Just, be thicker skin, etc. Yeah. Never really worried about mental health, and everyone's talking about mental health these days. Never really worried about it. But it does impact people in different ways, and it's kind of weird the way it does. Anyway, I still put that behind. I say, yeah, just get over it. but that's just me. I don't take away from anyone that has mental health, and I do sympathise for them. But anyway, that's my insurance claim. I wanted to give you an update. I'm all in the clear now. It was a claim on the other party's insurance. My insurance, after all of this, has just come back through, and I'm paying like £14 more than I did last year on the wife's Ninja 650. So I assume that my Z1000 SX will be very similar. So I'm very happy about that. Got a little bit of spending money as well. I'm tempted to spend it on bikes, but I'm not going to. We'll see. I'll put that to a good use. Anyway, thanks for joining. If you've got any questions about the insurance process, etc., just leave them in the comments, because I've been through it all now. I know quite a few tips and tricks after doing a lot of research on it as well. Talking to people on forums, on Facebook groups, and etc. The company that I've dealt with that did the bike hire apparently are well known for doing that, and there's 2 or 3 instances of the guys telling me that yeah, the same has happened to them. And I've also managed to accumulate a list of insurance companies to ignore and you know, stay away from. So if you want any information, drop us a message in the comments. If you haven't looked at my other content, please have a look. It does me a favor, because I'm trying to build a channel. I've been trying for a while, and I just don't know what you guys want to see. So if you let me know, I'll try and do as much as I can to cater for your needs. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks very much. Bye bye.